Two sides to the story podcast. It's the host, B Mike.
Young Wade in the cup.
Ugly Truth. And Chad G.
Hey, appreciate it. Want to give everybody, man, a good clap, pat on the back, man. Appreciating everybody subscribing us. Thank y'all for helping us out.
Oh, yeah.
Please keep tuning in and help us get our subscribers up and keep giving us good feedback and the bad feedback. We all take it all, and all just help us all get better as a host. And we're going to come with something fresh, and I just want to know how we all chiming in on just feeling like what's the difference between this generation that we seeing now and the generation we was brought up in. And I jump it off, and I feel like what I be saying is, my thing is, I feel like with the music, with the generation, like, I know how hard it was back in the days for us to be like, man, we finna go record some music, or even having a friend that, I already had all the stuff. You always thought you had to have so much equipment back in them days because technology, it's a little more easier now from back then when you thought you had to have so much equipment to make a song. And, now it's a little easier now. You got a lot of people that know how to make these beats. I'm talking about kids making beats from cell phones now. You wouldn't even catch an album back in the days with, on that phone, for nothing like that. The technology wasn't like that, though. Not hating on being jealous or nothing. Just speaking of, it is a big difference. And even with recording videos, man, you used to always be like, man, who recording videos? Trying to find someone to record you with a real camera. Man, these cell phones today is so technology up. You can work, you can record a video, go edit it and make it look like something that you really like. People dropping videos and they can be walking the mall. Man, let's go and record something right quick and go add that and just keep editing and keep adding and but like the music ain't to me, that ain't all. It's a lot, but like the music ain't to me, being seen with help with technology, using YouTube as a big advantage to help them to get a big stage and help them out. Man, that's big for this generation from how hard it was. We didn't have a lot of outlets that could help you out with that. You had to really dig deep to me or feel like or really know someone. Sometimes you really had to move somewhere else probably because that city or that state was booming on music due to the fact I know how city and state, our music was never just set in stone where this is a city to come to get to progress as a musician.
So what do you feel with what you just said? Do you feel like that's helping them be more successful, or is it helping them in ways, or is it hindering them in some ways too as well? You know what I'm saying? Or are they being able to, is it making more one-hit wonders, or are they knowing the process and understanding the process that it takes to be who they are when they take off? You know what I'm saying? Because once one of these posts or one of these things, what they call it, get viral, once it go viral, you don't even really know what you did to get that. And it's like, how do I get it again? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like some of it's, the process, I don't think they gonna really understand the fullness of what it takes to be what they trying to achieve on my end, I would say.
Yeah, especially for sports. It's like the outlet. It's a lot of outlets now that help these kids out, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. That's a good thing to me because I know it was always who you knew. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it was about. Now you got so many camps. You got, I remember back in the days just how you had to wait so long to get a highlight tape made. Now you can go make a whole account and put your players on there, start your progress of how you doing freshman through senior year, and coach can just go pull it up, look at your file and see your highlights and see what the play is instead of you getting a whole tape made, mailing it out, hope it get there. That's why I say it's a whole lot of good outlets. Even then, I got to give shout outs to the people who helping these kids because it's a lot of people who really around here, and I can say doing it from the heart and not looking for just looking for the dollar, really giving back. It's a lot of more people from back then in the world. To me, I feel like some people just did it just because that was a check or really didn't even fulfill like progress in their coaching ability, like just was used to being at one style or, didn't want to change their coaching style, just knew one avenue from these coaches now that's learning different avenues because there's different styles of coaching, different styles of adjusting because the game done got faster. So you got a lot of athletes that's coming back and giving back. And not even athletes, certain people that knew, hey, I might not make it in sports, but I can train such and such and be a better trainer to get this guy right. You know what I'm saying? So I kick a shout out to a lot of trainers that's helping this young generation try to reach the top.
Another thing I can say is, back in the day, you know, like, I don't know, I guess my grandparents, my grandpa and grandma, you know, they was together when I was a baby or whatever. They slept in the same room. Then as I started getting older, I started realizing my grandpa sleep in one room, my grandma sleep in his room. I'm like, dang, what's going on? My grandpa taking care of the household, but at the same time, my grandma not working. So my grandma, knowing my grandpa stepping out on it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she wasn't, I can't say she was tripping, but everything worked for them because they were still staying together. You know what I'm saying? But she knew that he was stepping out, but he still was taking care of the household, making sure everything was provided. Nowadays, that shit ain't going. You step out, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff have changed from back in the day to now. You know what I'm saying? As far as relationships, sports, music. But relationships for real, that shit changed.
But that's what I'm saying. It gives more opportunity and you more accessible. So the value and the quality of all these things are not there no more. So it's like everything comes fast, even like food, you know, the McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Stuff used to be good back then. So it's just like when stuff come fast and it's easier. And think about it. Everybody want to be served, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be the one to take care of it or make it or whatever. So it's like this generation,
It's hindering us.
yeah, it's hindering. It's a good thing because you can get something and you can go on about your business and take
Making
care of your
you
business.
lazy at the
But
same
it's
time,
making you
bro.
lazy, and that's not what we not understanding. I feel like out of everything, every topic that we can talk about this new generation, like they're not understanding the essence. Like that's the fulfillment, and that's why a lot of people are empty on the inside.
But I feel like that's what they building the world to be. How can we make everything faster than what it used to be? You making it faster, but you also taking away everything else. You know what I'm saying? So they cooking the food faster, but is it healthy?
But that's what I'm saying.
Is it real?
But
You
listen,
know what I'm saying?
but
Like-
listen, at the same time, just because somebody's doing something, we have to, like you say, we observe that they doing it like that. So what we need to do, we need to stop eating the fast food so much and cook for ourselves.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
stop going like just because I'm saying that's what the world is trying to
Yeah.
build around. If we can make it to where we already got one drive-through lane, let's add two.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring more people in. You know what I'm saying? Versus making people be at the house cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's making a business go up. At the end of the day, like you say, at the end of the day, they make the obesity go up too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If you go into Walmart, the healthy shit, that shit costs more than the shit that's bad for you.
But
Soda costs more than Gatorade.
and that's cool because
I mean,
once
Gatorade. Let me take that back. Scratch that. Gatorade costs more than soda.
But once again, like how you saying, there for us it's like we gonna pay for this cheaper thing because we trying to bargain and this and that. But it's like if you want something quality, you know, you taught that if you want something that's gonna be worth something,
Yeah.
you gonna take a little bit extra. Or it's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
That's why we need to stop eating out. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got out that mindset of, I had that mindset for the longest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to stand in the kitchen. That's a woman thing. Long as I make sure the trash took out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to touch the trash. Anything on the outside the house, you ain't touching. I just got out that mind frame to where I'm like, shit, I cook. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to cook.
But that's what I'm saying. What made you start thinking that way or feeling that?
Shit, I know how I want my shit to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how I want it to taste and all that. And then, like, you know, by me saying, oh, that's a woman thing, you know, that shit bring conflict.
Yeah.
Whether you in a relationship or not. Oh, that's my job. Oh, nah, that's your job. Like I said, the generation changed.
Yeah.
It ain't like what it.
Speaking on that generation of change, while we saying fast food and all that, let's just say this too though. Or the women changing. I mean, because
They ain't cooking.
you
I
know,
mean, but of course it's because we got different factors.
all the women change.
They getting opportunity, so there's less opportunity for the family.
So you gotta think about
is
it.
the internet taking the women from the kitchen?
Nah, you gotta think about it.
It's the
Look at
internet.
it like this. Look at it
Just
like this.
ask.
Back in the day, the men was making more money than the women.
Yeah, of course.
Bet. So guess what the women gonna do? They gonna cook.
Yeah.
Nowadays, shit, it's so many opportunities out there. Your wife, girlfriend, spouse, whatever it is,
too.
y'all making the same amount.
Yeah.
You making 20, she making 20. Nigga ain't about I ain't about to go in the kitchen and cook. You go in the kitchen and cook. We make the same amount
see,
of money.
I'm cool with that because I feel like as long as you once a week cook me something and I can eat it 2 or 3 days, I can because I ain't gonna want to eat it the whole week.
No,
So
I'm
I
just
go
saying,
pick up
like,
something.
as far as like the women change shit, I'm speaking on both sides. I ain't just all men, I ain't just all women. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Right is right, wrong is wrong. But at the end of the day, the women have changed. You know what I'm saying? Because they got so many opportunities.
Yeah, and that's
You
what
know
I'm saying.
So we can't just always look at it like Big Mike right here. You know what I'm saying? He know how to barbecue. So shit, I'm pretty sure whenever they feel like they want to barbecue, he gonna throw some on the grill. Whenever his wife feel like she gonna cook, everybody know what they know how to cook. But just like me, I just started back cooking, so I know the things I know how to cook, but that don't mean I was cooking it. I just started back doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting back in the cut, you know what I'm saying, eating whatever was cooked. Now I can say what I want to be cooked because I know how to go in there and cook it.
I got a question real quick, little devil's advocate question. Hearing y'all perspectives, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of wild. I guess for me is saying that the women changed. Did they change, or did society force the illusion of change and doubling back on the cooking and whatnot? I feel like structure dismantled itself. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about our generation, at least how, those who grew up with their grandparents, had that dynamic of dual relationship. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't feel like it changed. I think people just got lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so much emphasis on what I'm supposed to do, what you gonna do. And it's like, we supposed to be a team.
Yeah.
Like, everybody gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the stigma of like, well, you the man, you gotta take the trash out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't have a man, who gonna take the trash out? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're implementing something, and it's like, what's the end goal? What's the point? So you can't be with me because I don't take the trash out every time, or I might have missed it, or I can't be with you because you don't cook consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a structure of like what it takes to be in a relationship. It's not just you. But I feel like, hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of what it is like, it didn't change. People became more selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they became more selfish.
That's a good one, huh? That was just the quickest. That was the quickest hello ever. Hold on.
Look.
That nigga was on that thought, boy. Y'all get it. I ain't gonna knock it. Get it out.
Look, I heard y'all, I'm learning to listen first. Gather
cool.
my thoughts.
Okay.
And then break them down. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm not disagreeing with y'all. At the end of the day, each person has to create what works for them in the relationship. What's changing is with social media is that, well, I don't have that. I need that. But how do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know yourself well enough to know what your strong and weakness points are and what you need in a spouse and what are your strong points? For me to go out here and say I need a woman who can cook, but didn't have that growing up or know what that is, like, how can you want it? Because someone else got it? Like, is that something you really, like, speak on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so with the jobs, I feel like what Mason was saying as far as women making more money, I think it just created more entitlement. And again, well, men been doing this so because that's how it's been structured. Well, I'm gonna do it now too. And how does that work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you would slap me in the face and it's like, okay, I took it, but now I want to slap you in the face. How does that make it any better? Again, we forget the dynamics of working as a team in the household. You know what I'm saying? At least in mine, it's not you do this, you do that. You know what I'm saying? We work together. You know what I'm saying? It just is much smoother. I don't want to have to come home from work and got to come home and compete about what I didn't do, like these obligated duties. You know what I'm saying? Unless, like, if you have, okay, you're a great cooker, you know, you're a great so and so, then that's cool. But for me to go here, like, come home and point the finger and say, "What you
need to be doing?" And
yeah, man, I don't know.
So can I ask you a question on what you just said?
Yeah.
So do they mean the times have changed? Because you said you and your wife work equally. Back in the day, they wasn't working equally. Everybody
It's
had a
always
role.
equal. So the equality is, you gotta look at
It came out equally, but
you gotta look at the definition of equality, right? As a man, I'm physically stronger than my woman.
mhm.
That's just how I'm created, right? She is mentally, you know, stronger because that's how she created. That's why she got, you know, 9 months of labor. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no man finna carry no baby. I mean, just think about the men.
we can't change that though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. From the outside, it looked like it, but it's not. 'Cause at the end of the day, we still need each other to, you know, as far as, you know, procreate,
To produce and
you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I'm just saying, as a society, like, when food stamps came into play, you know, our incarceration rate was going up. There were no men in the household, but the government was saying, I'll pay you to do so and so, and we eliminate the men. But now women can go in here and get degrees or better, what's the thing, you know, for college. So yeah, they're highly educated, making more money, but you're still missing the other half. So it's like, where's the equality when it's just you? You know what I'm saying? The equality is two opposites coming together as one. Make one. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm playing me versus you, it's competition. There's no equality in that.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So between you and your wife, both of y'all cook?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can honestly say, you know what I'm saying, like, I speak on my grandparents because, you know, my situation, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't never seen my grandpa cook the day in it, you know what I'm saying, till he passed away, you know what I'm saying, till I was born and was able to memory and have memories. He ain't never cooked. That's why I say I feel like times change, because now it's like, back then there was roles that was played, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had a role, I go out there, he did construction. I go out there, I make all the money. My grandma never worked. You know what I'm saying? She worked at the church, but I don't think that was like just for doing because she went to the church, you know what I'm saying? But it was everybody, they played their role and it worked for them. I ain't never seen them cook. That's why I feel like I say times, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff have.
But we got to realize things gonna change. You know?
No, I was just saying, you know, that go back on the, you know, the generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff have changed. Like I said.
But let me ask this question though, real quick. So this is the thing, like I was saying earlier, of what your experience of what you see, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's one way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. The thing is that people now, social media, are seeing different ways.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Saying, hey, Mike, I need you to do so-and-so. Chazzy, that's nothing you've been doing. That's nothing I've never shown you. So why are you going to apply something that we never done before? Or let alone talk about? So I'm finna get on social media and get mad, like, dang. Like, I give a better example. Last week I saw a video on Instagram. Lady's a nurse. She worked 13 hours and still came home and made a meal for her man, right? People in the comments going crazy. For what? That what works for them.
Yeah.
That's what she chooses to do. At the end of the day, we forget that people make choices that they want. I'm not gonna sit here and say what you want in your relationship as far as never, you know, have your woman work and you not cook is wrong. That's for you. Whatever Mike do. If he only gotta do, hey, I'm only on the grill. And with these shredded cheese, you know, I'm here for it.
Hey, and I'm be honest with you, even on my situation, like I got certain days where I know I'll be like, man, I know she done went to work today. She get off at 7 anyway. I jump in myself sometimes. I put something together.
Throw some hot dogs together.
And that's where I can say where things have gotten different, but for the better. because now you got men that acknowledge that and are chipping in.
Yeah.
Versus then that man will come home and you see she's struggling, but he ain't finna move a muscle. You see what I'm saying? That is what I would call progression, because the same way you do, the same way I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the whole flip, going back to what Young Wade was saying, is that women now are making money. Now, you making money as far as the family or for yourself, because again, society have it where now to be comfortable, you have to have two incomes, unless one or the other make more money, right? But regardless of what you make, what does that got to do with your relationship with the person that you chose to be with? You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shit on you because I make more money than you, but I chose to be with you. So do I get to go around and say, oh, you a broke ass so and so because I make more money than you, but I chose you?
But that's what society wanted to be.
No, exactly.
They going back. They going back to let's get the men out the household.
But
That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
Let's get a women more opportunity.
But to me, it's like if you done live by yourself and that woman live by themselves and y'all come together, y'all more grateful of the
It's
person.
different. Everybody can't handle. Some people can't handle that shit.
What you
But
talking
being
about?
by themselves?
No, I'm saying like when you saying come together, you saying you said come together how? Like come together like what?
I'm
joined
saying-
everything.
Nah, I'm saying like if you with a girl, if you had your own and you knew how hard it was or the struggles, the good and bad you had with taking care of yourself, and she did the same thing, and y'all came together and y'all knew y'all was bringing something to the table, people can be more accepting of accepting some of these roles because you cook for yourself because you was by yourself, and that's why I say this generation with it moving so fast and it's not having no, because back then that was the design, you know what I'm saying? The society, the man made more money, so that was good for that. So once the gates open for the woman to make more money, we don't have to degrade each other to shift the narratives to still get the same things done that we need to get done in the house.
What's being
I really-
degraded? I'm sorry. What's being degraded?
Huh?
What's being degraded?
What you mean?
You said that people being degraded. Like
I mean, I'm just saying, if by you not doing this role, you somebody want to put you down and talk about you because that's what society supposed to talk about. But it's like how you saying this. We know this is all that it takes for us to live in this house. You do some of this some of the time. Sometimes I do it. It don't make no difference as long as everything is getting done, regardless. And that's why at this time you don't need to expose what you really got going on in your household because it works for you. So if y'all walk out and y'all look good together, then that's working for y'all. Because all we got is a whole bunch of different examples out here to choose from to see if it works for us.
But that's imagery, bro. I feel like, and it's like I feel like people who, for this is my opinion, who put their relationship out or show this, I feel like it shows a certain level of insecurity. Because like, if what you doing is what you doing, why do I need to see it?
But let me ask you this: how do you learn how to do something? Do you just figure it out in your head, or do you see somebody else do it and you perfect it, or you learn how to do it from that?
I think the first way, which a lot of people are lacking, is that they don't have examples. You know what I'm saying? Like proper examples. Because I feel like social media puts stuff out there, but without explanation. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm seeing, like I said, the women who work 13 hours, people go, oh yeah, that's what all women need to do. But how can you say that when you don't know how they got there? So to add to your point, as far as the two people struggling, right? It goes back to my other point again about your choices. Why am I going to choose somebody if I know it was a struggle for me? Why would I want to be with somebody who can't relate to me? You know what I'm saying? It's like the kids are making bad choices based on what they see from the outside, what it looks like, but not knowing the work because it's not being talked about.
But at the same time, you got to remember, if we get into a relationship and it's a long relationship, I'm not gonna always be this person. So the qualities that I am bringing in is working. It's still gonna change sometimes because of the health or this and that. I'm saying like naturally, what we need to be thinking about is as a team. Like go back to the thing you saying, just as a team. It doesn't matter who does anything. Long as you feel comfortable is barbecuing this week. Because it used to be the man outside, he the one that cook outside and the woman cook in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Or if he barbecue, she make the sides. You know what I'm saying? But it's like shit. Now it don't matter. Now you got chefs. So I'm just saying all the dynamics don't matter. But before you sit down and get in a relationship with this person, understand this person. Understand how they been on their own. How they not. So you know how to attack this relationship.
I get your point, and what I'm adding is that the kids are not conversating.
Yeah.
Like there's no real courtship. Is you look good, I look good, I got some money, let's go have some fun. But you go years if it go that far without really knowing that person.
Yeah.
Whatever struggles you went through, even though you're changing, that's still inside you. That's not gonna go away. So if something was being said, the first thing you're gonna do is, well, I struggled all this hard to get this money. It's gonna be a trigger point, bro. It's like it never leaves you because you feel like you got to prove a point to this other person who's basically making you feel like, okay, like I'm not doing enough. You see what I'm saying? And it's not being acknowledged. The biggest thing is like, you know, we always say communication is a key, right? That's just step one. It's just steps. And we're not going through the full steps as far as why am I with you? You know what I'm saying? Besides the money. Because we look good. We're a power couple. We look cute. What does we look cute got to do with anything? You come to find out, man, one of them, you know, getting their ass beaten or mess around and she stabbing him and all of a sudden somebody on the news. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing was communicated. People are forcing themselves with each other because they look good, but not because they're compatible.
Yeah.
And that just goes back to me, on my opinion, is the internet. That's the pros and cons too. Like our internet usage in the beginning was trying to find something because it just started trying to search something, looking up sports, looking up ESPN.com.
You had internet for real? You wasn't doing no ASL?
I mean,
86 location?
I'm just speaking
what I'm
of in general, like the upgrading of internet to where like now people ain't even going to go search and dig into deep and nothing they want to do. They ain't going to go find out nothing. Let me go study some. Everything just Google. Boom.
The truth, the value,
So
everything that's
I need
good
this
about
right here,
it.
Google.
They don't want it.
it. Oh, Google. Boom. Google can teach you so much, but you still got to get out there and do your researches and studies and what's going on. Because that's even like saying, even with anything you're doing, you know, everything look good for the dollar at that moment. But how long that dollar gonna stretch? Is you making the decision you making at that moment? Is it just for right then and there to make a few dollars, or something to make later on, or where you can progress and hopefully be able to pass it on to the next person? You know what I'm saying? Even like speaking on the relationships, when you was like, you ain't lying. Yeah, it is to me a change. Like you know, because I ain't gonna lie, my granddaddy, I ain't gonna say he cooked a lot, but he used to have certain dishes people liked and he made, like peach cobbler. You know, cabbage was salsa or whatever, whatever. Like that was like a little special dish he made. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, I just look at it, man. We all take it easy for each other. You know what I'm saying? As far as the women, why just saying like I feel like that's helpful. Like she take she come home just get relax, take her a good hot bath, knowing okay, my husband or boyfriend. He done made the dinner for the night. I can go to the bath, take my bath, get my clothes ready the next day. Okay, now the next night I done took a load off. Now you go get in the kitchen, you know. But
Man, that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, like I said, I think in that aspect of that double back on this is having more appreciation for, you know, your spouse, especially, you know what I'm saying, like the struggle that some of the women go through for this carrying your child.
Because fast food ain't cheap no more, Chris.
Ain't nothing cheap no more. But
Damn sure ain't
another point you made going back with AOL or just Google and the internet when it first came. This is why I say, like, when we say change, are we looking like what side are we talking about? Are we talking about the change for good or bad, or which is going to be neutral? Because the same G's always saying, as far as learning and understanding, right? Mm-hmm. The same opportunities as far as making yourself a better person, you know, researching. Now, just the same shit. It just went digital. But people still got that same mindset. They're not finna go look it up. I want to be entertained. Yeah. I want to look at so-and-so. I want to look at this. So it's like most of how I see the world has did like a curve. But let's remember that we're in a capitalist, you know, society. Like the whole point is, you know, to get consumers to buy stuff they don't need, right? So it's like
manipulate.
Yeah. So it's like we had the wheel going in motion already with TV. Now we got it on your phones now. Like it's annoying the fact I gotta have ads on my phone and get an ad blocker because you forcing ads up on me. Yeah. It's my phone. Even after I pay it off, like that's just too much access. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, what always been said at the table. I mean, there's a lot of truth in a lot of that. I just feel like, you know, men and women, for those who actually do it, have became more appreciative of their spouses to a degree. There's some now, you know, who feel more entitled because I'm able to
The
get opportunities.
opportunities.
You know what I'm saying, and they're using it for
The
their
wrong
own
reason.
selfish needs. And kids are coming at the end of it of a technology, not seeing how it was supposed to be for convenience, but now it turns to where I don't have to think no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we are, I say the lucky ones, because we saw the progression get to the point, and they just hear like, oh my gosh, like this is so easy. But it's like when taken away, they don't have no skills. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's where I go back to the process.
Yeah.
They don't read books. You asked them last time they read a book. A book? What is that?
Yeah.
I'm be honest with you, even in school right now,
Real talk.
man, especially after COVID. COVID messed up so much too, big time. Cause
You think so?
yeah, cause when in school, they got it to where they don't even, I don't even know if they go to lockers no more.
Oh no, they don't do that no more.
The lockers?
They don't do that no more.
But we never had lockers
All the
before I
bags
graduated.
got to be clear. You got to have a clear see-through bags.
They don't got no. Basically, what you saying? They don't have no books. They don't carry no books home.
Man, I got ask right now. Now my daughter, matter of fact, she ain't got no book. I think she got like some.
But you can do it online though, right? That's why you got to do it online.
I just guess they just.
I don't even think it's. I mean, I think
guess they're
some
trying
things are.
to, prevent from COVID, like passing out books. I guess I don't know. I just know a lot
That
of.
is so dumb. We've been having germs.
Matter of
all
fact,
our
that's why
life.
they got the laptops. They got the.
And that don't
laptops.
carry no COVID. How many? Okay, let me ask you this. This is from a guy who's semi-tech. I ain't got no degree, but I know tech. I do computers. I can go to work right now and tell you how many times any other computer's ever been cleaned. I'm talking about deep clean. 0. Promising y'all worry about COVID and books and we're not gonna have lockers. Come on. Half these people don't even know how to wash their hands if they use the restroom, like basic, you know what I'm saying, like sanitation, just of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the park, going to the park mall, whatever, on the rails, touching. I mean, come on, people touching stuff all the time, man. The biggest thing is your skin in your arm. People talking, spitting up on you. You know what I'm saying? You was, oh man, don't spit on me. Like, come on, man.
Walk past somebody, sneeze.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes back to the I said again of the food. The quality of food sucks. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, we had a meat market. We got meat fresh. We didn't get meat from no supermarket that's been there for 2 or 3, 4 days and had an expiration. I mean, date up on it. We actually got fresh meat in butcher paper, wrapped it up, took it to the house. Later that night, we cooked it. We ain't never had no meat over, my grandmother, she had a deep freezer. But my great-grandmother, we always had fresh food, you know what I'm saying? And a gang of fucking fruit. Fruit every day, you know what I'm saying? But the quality, it sucks. And I think where consumers, again, with all the shortcuts with the food, is cheaper because it ain't taking much to make it. Stuff that's fresh now, that's like a commodity. I can, raise the price up on here. But notice what we need, though. So that just let me know more and more that these folks don't care about nobody. Well,
That healthy stuff costs more.
But I mean, just like you say, it's a capitalist world, so of course they gonna make money off what we're selling. But I feel like the way the world with this generation is just taking away the thinking process. You know what I'm saying? And it's just thinking for yourself to think about that. Like, should I go for this? I know they spending this. I mean, charging this, and this is how much to help. Should I go this route or should I go this route? Just the opportunities that you have, and they taking it away by distracting you with these games, with these whatever, and everything is accessible right through the phones. Message. So it's just like they said the mark of the beast. They don't have to have a mark of the beast no more. It's the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I want to tell you.
That's even like saying. Growing up, the era how we was raised. If you played sports, you watched sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You went outside and played
Valued.
You watched sports, you went outside and played sports. I never seen guys play sports like I do now. And I'm talking about don't watch sports. I'd be like,
hold on. You said they playing sports but don't watch it?
This era, they don't watch sports.
It's like no appreciation.
They not.
Really?
We grew up watching before we even started playing, and you was already watching it. So now you waiting to that age to go play it. You
already had that passion.
Do it.
Yeah.
Now you be like, you watch the game? Nah, I ain't watching the game. I got a game Thursday though. But you don't even watch?
Hold on. I'm trying to wrap my head around this, man, because I knew growing up, I was always on ESPN watching every sport. Sports I didn't know they even existed, especially overseas with cricket, golf, any kind of racing, all the time. You know what I'm saying? And especially when And1 came out, man. You had an And1 mixtape. Come on, man. Trying to practice on moves and whatnot. Just say like I said, get an example from somebody
Shout
else.
out to Hot Sauce.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild to even see that, man. That's why I try to still with my daughter, man. As far as like being hands on, I think the biggest thing you can do is be hands on, and like you said, Chad G, is be showing examples. She might be mad at me, but I give you a quick little thing. So she had, she got a gaming computer. You know what I'm saying?
Gave her a computer.
No, it's her own money, bro. I ain't paying for that. But the moral is that
He said it.
she had to take out her video card, because it's kind of big and heavy, and she was having issues. So she had got some information from her uncle, how to do it. But I'm like, for you was actually there to watch it, you would know how to do this the first time. That's just me. So I'm looking, I realized she forgot a screw. These video cards need 2 screws to hold it up. I told her to take that one out, and I made that comment. Of course, she got mad like, but I've been telling you since you was little, like you can't put everything in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like
taking away the thinking.
I'm sitting here. She's like, "Oh, be careful." I'm like, "Okay, how many computers have I put together?"
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
So ain't much change from your generation to mine, except how the memory card is, or the storage. We don't have hard drives where they got little chips you can slide in. So I say, take that screw out. That thing slam. I said, pull it up. Done. Just the look of her face was like disgust because she was like it's just that easy. I'm like,
but it take that though, bro, because you gotta think about it. They think they smarter. You know what I'm saying? Which they had the opportunity to have more knowledge, but they don't think. They don't know how to dissect all that stuff.
Or patience.
Or the patience. It does. You know what I'm saying? They come along with all this stuff. So of course she gonna think that, but. It take you going through that and showing like still the old generation and it's still a process that you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you still gotta go through that though. So I don't feel like it should be a problem. It's just letting us know like you know better than me. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the women making more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we back then we felt like we can step out because we was making more money. Now, shit, it's a lot of boys want to be faithful out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different
Times
time.
have.
You know what I'm saying? You hear men complain about the relationship more than the woman.
And I'm not gonna
now.
lie,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying?
I can't. I
That
can't
woman in
stand
their
it.
home at work.
I can't stand it, man.
that-
Because it sounds like on that aspect, you got men. I'm a man, whatever, right? So the woman is now doing her thing or feeling entitled, and you go all but her. And it's like, but some of y'all be doing what y'all be doing anyway.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like either you gonna play the game that you set up to play, or don't play at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that. You know?
Oh yeah. Hey, fellas, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know we did our thing on that, and I understand we all had different concepts, all had different point of views. Some of them probably was agree, some of y'all might disagree, but it's still some more topics with that though. With that generation thing, man. It ain't, and we weren't talking about the generation at all. We're just saying the different, the different opportunities y'all do have, and that's good. That's good because like our parents could probably say the same thing. Them seeing us grow up, that we had more of opportunity than what they had. So it wasn't a bad, we weren't really down on no one. We just saying, hey, our eyes open up too, So fulfill your dreams, you know what I'm saying, and strive for greatness, man. Try to get whatever you can get out of it. Use all your outlets that you can do, far as whatever you're doing. And I ain't just talking about sports, life, school, whatever you can use to get where you need to get, man, use it, man, and take advantage of it. Don't let it take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Chase your dream to fulfill. Don't just chase a day. Chase your dream. It's a difference between chasing a dream and chasing a day. That day can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But we wrapping it up, and I want to say shout out to everyone been chiming in, listening to us, man. Thank you for that, man. We're going to always come with you the raw way. And that's all we know. We ain't scripted. We don't walk around and be, say this, make it sound good. Nah, everything we say is what we feel. You know what I'm saying?
Off the dome.
Hopefully y'all take it, take it as real. Some might not agree, some might not, but hey, it's, these are our opinions. These not stated facts. It's not in the dictionary. It's not nowhere you can go find. It's just something, that we feel, but anything somebody else want to chime in?
I don't know, man. I think I'm working on volume 3 right now. Ugly Truth of Thor's, of words, and act right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it.
I see you over there, baby.
I just want to chime in because you said a wonderful closing, and I just want people to understand, like, man, just like how you say you got this opportunity. Like even the basketball players, I make it 60 now a year. God damn, you know what I'm saying? But understand these opportunities that we have, and understand what it takes to have these families, and do the right thing, and let's take these opportunities and still go have value behind it. You know what I'm saying? And think about everything. Have a reason why you wake up, like how you say, plan your day out. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something to evaluate. So I just feel like if y'all can slow it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, do things to help you slow your life down, you can live a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy.
Yes, sir.
And then think before you act. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Just,
sir. Yes.
When that money get in your lap, you ain't gotta spend it as soon as you get it. Think of every option. You know what I'm saying? Think before you act. Real talk.
Whenever you get a chance, though, man, go subscribe us, please, man. Two Sides to a Story podcast. We live. We trying to get our numbers up. If you can help us out, we will be posting this real soon. Coming soon. Get ready. We're gonna get it going. And this is Two Sides to a Story podcast. It's the host, B Mike.
Young Wade in the cut.
Ugly Truth.
And Chad G.
But before we end the show, Young Wade, what you got for me, Young Wade?
Hey man, say man. Go add me on Instagram at redhead_roster.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be redhead_roster. And then if y'all ain't already added us on our Instagram page, if I ain't mistaken, I want to say it's Two Sides to a Story podcast. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. That's gonna be Two Sides to a Story podcast on YouTube as well. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy B Mike just said, we trying to run our numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Like this what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? This our dream, so help us get our dream up there. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Appreciate that.
Signing off.